Hello. Do you have trouble walking? I've been thinking about this since I can't do much with my foot right now and I'm using a wheelchair. Wheelchairs are a lot easier than crutches, a whole lot easier. Except you can't get every place with it. But if you can get there, it's a lot easier than using crutches. Now, I thought I would tell you, I know people that don't want to have a wheelchair. Oh no, I'm not going to use a wheelchair. But wheelchairs are really good. They're really fun and you have mobility again. I guess some people might think there's a stigma attached to being in a wheelchair, that they are now permanently unable to do certain things. But it's a whole new world. You just learn to do things differently. You learn to do them from a lower position. Let me explain some things that I found out. Okay, now this wheelchair, it was at the dump. Nobody wanted it. They wanted to give it to somebody else who needed it. Now, this is where the leg things go. They come off. So you can put a thing here for your foot. If you go to the mobility store, mobility centers, they've got them. Probably look up mobility in the yellow pages. And I went in there one day, and she had all these chairs, and you sit in the chair, and you push a button, and it'll make you stand up. Now, my physiotherapist said never do that, because once you stop using those muscles to get yourself up, you won't get the muscles back. It'll take a lot of work, because your body atrophies the muscles you don't use, so it's bad to use those if you don't need them. So anyway, that's the end of that story. But they also know a whole lot of stuff. They know that chair needs to be down beyond your feet, and that when it raises your feet up like a lazy boy chair, you want your whole foot on it and not your your heel hanging off, because that'll cut off your circulation. Anyway, they know all that stuff at those mobility stores, and you can just go in there and be window shopping. You don't have to go in there and buy it right away. Anyway, now let me explain something else. Now this has sort of two wheels. You see, there's the big wheel which touches the ground, and then there's the other wheel that keeps your hands clean. That never touches the ground. I like that. That's nice. I don't have to get sand all over my hands. Not all wheelchairs are like that. Okay, let's see what else I can tell you. This has got brakes. Now the brakes for this one, they don't work perfectly. Maybe it's supposed to have something rubber on the end of this metal here. I don't know. But when this brake is on, you can still move the wheelchair a little bit. Now that's not very good, because if you're going to push against the wheelchair to stand up or to shift position, you're going to, I'll park it at the door to the sunroom, and it's a step down about 8 inches. So I'll park it and put the brakes on, and then from the wheelchair I'll reach the handle of the door and the end of the bedstead, or the bedpost, and I'll pull, and I can pull myself standing that way, and then I get from there into the bed. But if that wheelchair were to slide away, like sometimes I have to push against the wheelchair to get there, if that wheelchair moves, then I could get hurt. So the brakes are really important. So check out the brakes. But they do have brakes, and the brakes will keep you from constantly being on the move. Now this does not have a seat in it because it came from the dump, but it has Velcro on each side where a seat goes, and I guess the seats come out and are washable, but I guess the back is probably not coming out. Now there's all kinds of other things on here. You see how the seat is, oops, I'm swinging in my hammock. See all these screws here? So all along the bottom of the seat they're screwed on. So the seat is not going to fall through with you on it. It's screwed onto a post, this thing here. Now there's other things. This thing moves, and I'm not sure what it's supposed to do. Oh, I guess that's what it is. It raises the arm up. So you can have the arms high or low, whatever you want. I didn't even know that. And then it locks. So they're not going anywhere. So if somebody's picking up the chair, it's not going to fall out on them. Now this is a low wheelchair, which is kind of nice for sitting in, but when my husband pushes it around, he's got to really stoop down to push this. I wonder if the back of this rises up too. Let's see if I could spin it around here. Yeah, I bet it might. Well, where would that be though? See, there's nuts here. So you could raise up the handle. I guess that would be the nuts that hold the handle. So you could bring it up a little higher if the person that's going to be pushing you around is going to have to stoop over. Okay, well, I haven't learned too much more about this wheelchair yet. I really don't know anything about wheelchairs. It's a whole new world. There's a whole lot to learn out there. Some people have motorized wheelchairs, and people that use wheelchairs, it's no wonder people that are in wheelchairs try out for the Olympics, because there's still so much you can do. All you have to do is figure out how to use that wheelchair to get you from here to there, and then depending on how much of the rest of your body works, you can do a whole lot of other things. Okay, it's Nancy today, telling you everything I know about this wheelchair of mine. I'll tell you more later when I figure out more. Bye.